Listen up. We've all been told to watch the salt for our heart health, but I have an urgent warning for you, especially if you're over 50. The real, silent killer hiding in your daily diet is something else entirely. Something you eat or drink every single day. It's been linked to an alarming 80% increase in stroke risk. This isn't just about high blood pressure. This is about a specific food that is inflaming the vessels in your brain right now. You might even be buying the healthy version of it at your local farmer's market. I'm talking about a specific type of processed sugar that is far more dangerous than salt for your brain's long-term health. You might not notice it at first, but it's there. It feels wrong, doesn't it? To be careful, to read the labels, and still have this hidden threat. When we talk about health after 50, we need to stop focusing only on the obvious, like blood pressure, and look deeper. This specific food creates neuroinflammation. It's not a headache. It's a tiny, silent burn that, over years, erodes the very structure of your memory and vessel elasticity. We need to be aware of the habits that seem innocent, but carry a heavy cost. We need to protect that clarity of mind. You need to enjoy that morning coffee or a drive on a quiet Sunday. Let me show you what that looks like in real life. I'm thinking of Gary, a retired long-haul trucker from Texas, 65 years old. Gary worried about his weight, so he switched from regular soda to diet drinks and ate lots of those low-fat packaged snacks. He thought he was doing the right thing. He traded the wheel of his big rig for a comfortable recliner, but he still drank 4 or 5 of these sweet drinks every day to keep his energy up. His blood pressure was decent, but he started forgetting names. His wife, Sharon, noticed he was getting confused about the route to their daughter's house. The problem wasn't just the sodium he cut out, it was the hidden sugars, which, for him, became a constant wave of inflammation. Each drink was a microdose of damage, slowly leading to the very vascular decline that increases the stroke risk by that alarming 80%. Let's get into the list. 1. High fructose corn syrup in processed baked goods. You see this in almost every packaged cake, pastry, and even some breads. It's cheap for the manufacturers, but expensive for your brain. This specific sweetener is processed differently than simple sugar. It floods your liver, often bypassing the normal glucose regulation pathways, and causes a fierce, instant spike in your system. Picos de glicose em cérebro inflamado são como gasolina em brasas invisíveis. That sudden chemical overload is what damages the endothelial lining of your blood vessels. It's creating the perfect conditions for a blockage. That's why it's a silent stroke factor. Here's one that surprised even me. 2. Seed oils, corn, soy, cottonseed, in restaurant foods. When you eat out, and let's be honest, many of us enjoy an easy meal out or fast food, you're consuming these high omega-6 oils in bulk. They're used because they're cost-effective. Think about the oil used to make the fried chicken or potato salad at a Sunday potluck. These oils don't just carry calories. They create systemic, chronic inflammation. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has repeatedly shown that an imbalance of omega-6 to omega-3 fats is a massive driver of chronic inflammation, which directly leads to arterial stiffness. And that's how this habit can raise your stroke risk dramatically. Your arteries become less flexible, making them vulnerable. And this third one is disguised as a healthy snack. 3. Hidden sugar in fat-free dressings and yogurt. We talked about low-fat foods earlier. This is where the deception is strongest. You're trying to be healthy, so you reach for the fat-free salad dressing or the light yogurt. But read the ingredients. To make those palatable, manufacturers inject them with that highly inflammatory, rapid-absorption sugar. For the brain, this is a silent fire, the kind that ends in confusion. or worse. These daily, small doses of hidden sugar create continuous low-grade inflammation, constantly stressing your brain's delicate vascular network. It's a tragedy to see this damage done when people are trying their best. If you want more honest, life-saving advice like this every week, hit the subscribe button now. Let's look at the final item on the list. 4. Artificial sweeteners, when consumed daily. Yes, you read that right. The replacement for sugar can be just as problematic for your vessels, though for different reasons. While they don't cause the glucose spike, some research suggests that daily, heavy consumption of certain artificial sweeteners can disrupt your gut microbiome. Your gut health is directly linked to your brain health through the gut-brain axis. This disruption can lead to inflammation that affects your whole system, raising the overall pressure and vulnerability to micro-strokes. It's about more than just taste. It's about whole-body chemistry. Consider an evaluation. Consulte seu médico. Peça exames de glicemia ou perfil inflamatório. So what happens when you take these out? Benefícios psicológicos. 8-30, 9-10. When you remove these hidden sources of inflammation, it's like the sun burning away the morning fog. Your mind becomes clearer, brighter, and faster. You're not just reducing a statistic. You're reclaiming your sharp memory, your focus, and the energy you need to spend time with your grandkids. You'll gain back the simple pleasure of sitting on your porch, remembering all the details of a good story. You are protecting the peace of mind that comes with complete independence. If that's what you want, here's what to do next. The biggest change starts with reading the labels, not just for sodium, but for hidden sugars and inflammatory oils. Remember that 80% risk increase is tied to chronic, subtle damage. You can reverse that damage one good choice at a time. It's not just about memory. It's about preventing what could be a silent stroke. Protect your independence. Don't keep this to yourself. Someone you know could be at risk. Send this video to them immediately.